Morning lingers on the curtains, a golden hush across the floor. Coffee breathing in the silence, like we've been here before. Your shadow moves so slowly in the pale and gentle glow. Nothing needs explaining, we already know. Outside the air is tender, carrying a softer tone. Windows slightly open, let the quiet roam. Time forgets to hurry, clocks decide to rest. Wrapped inside this stillness is where I love you best. We don't chase the future, we don't name the past. We just sit with daylight, let the moment last. Your shoulder warm beside me in the drifting hue. All the world feels lighter when it's me and you. Let the hours fade in whispers, let the city blur. Nothing here is urgent, nothing needs to stir. Soft light on your shoulder, soft breath in between. Every fragile second feels calm and clean. Something sweet is floating through the open street, barely there but glowing, soft against my cheek. Footsteps move like water, gentle, slow air. Every breath is lighter, petals in the air. Laughter in the distance fades into the blue, colors turning tender like they always do. No one speaks too loudly, no one needs to try. The sky leans down to listen as the day goes by. Brushes mine like it doesn't mean anything too certain, anything too seen. Still it stays between us, quiet and aware, like fragile little blossoms drifting through the air. Evening wraps in amber, soft along the street. We keep walking slowly, matching steady feet. Nothing has to happen, nothing has to start. Petals in the quiet rest inside my heart. A warm breeze down the avenue, carrying your name. Windows open halfway, nothing feels the same. Traffic hums in rhythm, low and easy swing. Every little movement feels like everything. Streetlights fade to daytime, golden at the seams. People drifting softly like unfinished dreams. You lean close to tell me something small and true. I can feel the sunlight shining just from you. We don't need a reason to slow our pace today. Sidewalks stretch forever in a quiet sway. Even if tomorrow finds another tune, right now there's only me and you at noon. Warm breeze on 5th Street, gentle on my skin. Let this easy feeling sink a little in. No dramatic changes, no sudden goodbye. Just the hush of breathing under open sky. Golden light is falling across the wooden floor. Dust in quiet motion drifting by the door. Tea is slowly cooling, steam dissolving thin. Somewhere in the distance, a soft violin. You sit by the window, reading without sound, pages turning softly like the world unwound. Outside branches shimmer in a muted hue. Time is barely moving here with you. resting on your face. Every simple second settles deep and slow. Golden afternoon light lets the whole glow glow. Stay inside this hour, let the daylight bend. Nothing needs improving, nothing needs to mend. Just the quiet breathing of a tender view. Golden afternoon window framing me and you. The sky turns to lavender, soft along the line, where the city loosens its busy spine. Chairs are stacked in cafes, footsteps fading within. Evening slips in gently like a secret grin. Your voice is low and steady, warm against the breeze. Not a word too heavy, nothing meant to seize. Streetlights bloom in amber, one by one they glow. Everything feels slower than an hour ago. We don't plan tomorrow, we don't trace the past. We let the present settle, let the color last. Lavender above us, breathing calm and wide. All I ever needed is walking by your side. Deeper, we won't mind at all. We've already found it in the quiet fall. Lavender sky fading, soft as it began, holding simple moments in the palm of our hands. Barefoot on the balcony, tiles still warm and kind. Curtains barely whisper through the open blind. Somewhere far You lean on the railing, hair against the breeze. City lights like fireflies drifting through the trees. Nothing feels demanding, nothing feels too fast. We just stand in silence, let the daylight pass. Your hand finds my shoulder, light without a claim, small and quiet comfort without needing a name. Breathing in the softness of a cooling sky. Barefoot on the balcony, let the hours fly. No sudden revelations, no dramatic scene, just the gentle comfort of what has always been. Even when the night comes slow and blue and deep, this quiet kind of happiness is ours to keep. Honey-colored morning, spilling through the shade, shadows turning golden, soft and slowly made. Kitchen full of sunlight, warm against the wall. Nothing here is urgent, nothing at all. You hum something gentle, low and half awake, pouring little circles in the coffee's wake. Outside birds are tracing lines across the blue. Everything feels easy when I look at you. We don't rush the daylight, we don't chase the sound. We just let the sweetness settle all around. Honey-colored morning, simple and sincere. If the world stays quiet, you can stay right here. here. Let the hours stretch out, soft as cotton air. Every tiny motion handled with such care. Honey in the sunlight, drifting through the room. Nothing here is fading, nothing out of tune. Silk curtains breathing with the afternoon, floating like a memory, humming some old tune. You lie on the sofa, eyes half closed in light. Everything feels balanced, everything feels right. The room is full of softness, shadows thin and white. No sharp edges anywhere, nowhere left to hide. Your fingers trace a rhythm on my resting hand. Not a word between us, but we understand. Slow time has a heartbeat, quiet, deep and low. We don't try to measure, we just let it flow. Silk curtains rising, falling with the breeze. All the world is gentle, all the world at ease. Even when the evening begins to softly fall, we won't feel it shifting, hardly feel it all. Silk curtains and slow time lingering, so sweet, like a tender melody, without a need to repeat. Blush-tinted sidewalks under fading light, storefront windows glowing soft and almost bright. Footsteps bury echo in the warming air. Every little corner feels like tender care. You point at something simple, laughing low and to storm, just the hush of color on the evening wall, blush-tinted sidewalks holding us in awe. We don't need a reason to wonder without end, side by side in silence, lover and best friend. Every step is easy, every breath is slow. Blush across the pavement in a steady glow. When the night comes gently, we won't turn away. We'll keep walking softly through the fading day. Blush-tinted sidewalks under calm above, carrying our quiet, carrying our love. When the light turns amber on the quiet street, shadows stretch in silence under tired feet. Windows shine like lanterns, soft against the gray. Evening takes its time now, doesn't rush away. You speak in whispers, close enough to hear. Every word feels steady, every word feels clear. Nothing needs a headline, nothing needs a show, just the warmth between us in the amber glow. We don't chase the future, we don't hold the past, we just stand together. Let the color last. When the light turns amber, slow and calm and true, all the world feels lighter when I'm next to you. Stay a little longer, let the moment breathe. There's no need for ending, nothing up our sleeve. When the light turns out is quiet, everything is right. Cotton clouds are drifting across an open blue. Steam from quiet coffee rising into view. Chairs outside the corner cafe, scraping soft and slow. Morning feels forgiving, more than we both know. You stir your cup in circles, absent-minded grace, light reflecting gently on your thoughtful face. Nothing loud between us, nothing we must prove, just the easy rhythm of a steady groove. Cars roll past in patience, footsteps cross the square. Every sound is softened by the tender air. Cotton clouds above us, lazy in their way. All the world feels lighter than it did yesterday. Let the hours linger, let the daylight stay. We don't need tomorrow to feel okay. Coffee slowly cooling, hands around the cup. In this quiet morning, love is more than enough. Soft shadows by the river, stretching long and thin. Water moving slowly where the light slips in. Your reflection shimmers next to mine below. Ripples bending gently in a silver flow. Trees are leaning closer, listening to the breeze. Nothing here is broken, nothing here to see. as we just sit together, watching boats go by, clouds drifting softly through an open sky. Your fingers draw small circles on the wooden pier. Every quiet gesture pulls me closer here. Soft shadows by the river, cooling in the glow. All the words we don't say still somehow show. Even when the evening finds its deeper hue, we won't chase the daylight, we'll just see it through. Soft shadows fading slowly out of view. Keeps on moving, me and you. Beach light through the hallway, falling on the wall, framed in quiet stillness, soft and small. You walk barefoot slowly across the wooden floor. Every tiny movement feels like something more. Curtains breathe in silence, air is warm and mild. There's a kind of sweetness, gentle, undefiled. Nothing here is distant, nothing far away. Just the hush of living at the close of day. Peach light on your shoulder, glowing faint and kind. I could stand here watching, leave the world behind. We don't need a reason to let the daylight fade. Everything we needed is already made. When the hallway darkens, slow and unannounced, we will stay as steady, soft and unrenounced. Peach light disappearing, quiet as a sigh, holding on to nothing, letting feels like. Ooh, velvet evening settling on the open town. Streetlights glowing softly as the sun goes down. Footsteps moving lightly in a gentle line. Every breath between us feels completely fine. You say something simple, I forget the words, but I keep the feeling floating like the birds. Nothing loud or striking, nothing sharp or fast, just the calm of knowing this will always last. Velvet in the shadows, velvet in your tone. Even in the silence, I don't feel alone. We don't chase excitement, we don't need to prove. We just stay together in a quiet groove. Let the sky grow deeper, let the colors blend. Even when it's over, it won't really end. Velvet evenings holding everything we knew, soft against the darkness, me and you. There's a quiet bloom in the air, you can almost taste something light and fragile, never meant to waste. Windows open halfway, letting daylight through. Every small sensation feels a little new. You brush back your hair with a thoughtful smile. We just sit together for a little while. Nothing here is restless. a kind of stillness that feels like a hush. Footsteps down the staircase echo soft and low. All the world is breathing in a slower flow. Quiet bloom around us, falling without sound. Every tiny heartbeat feels a little round. When the light is fading, we won't mind at all. We've already found it in this gentle call. Quiet bloom in the air, soft and unaware. Love without announcement, simply resting there. Amber lines on empty streets after closing time. Storefronts glowing softly in a muted shine. We keep walking slowly, hands almost aligned. Nothing pressing forward, nothing left behind. Distant trains are humming, low and steady sound, like a hidden heartbeat underneath the ground. You lean closer slightly, close enough to stay. Everything feels warmer than it did all day. Amber lines on empty streets after closing time. Storefronts glowing softly in a muted shine. We keep walking slowly, hands almost aligned. Nothing pressing forward, nothing left behind. Distant trains are humming, low and steady sound, like a hidden heartbeat underneath the the ground. You lean closer slightly, close enough to stay. Everything feels warmer than it did all day. No big declarations, no dramatic scene, just the quiet comfort of what we have been. Amber lines are stretching farther than we see. Every step beside you feels like home to me. When the night grows deeper, still we won't depart. City lights are flickering like a steady heart. Amber lines on empty streets guiding us along. In this simple evening, nothing can go wrong. Open windows, open hearts, curtains in the breeze. Every little movement puts the mind at ease. Sunlight on the table, spilling soft and wide. You don't say you love me, you don't need to hide. Dishes in the kitchen, clinking soft and low. Water running gently in a quiet flow. Nothing here is perfect, nothing has to be. In this open moment, you are here with me. The air feels forgiving, light against the skin. All the weight we carried doesn't linger in. Open windows breathing, slow and unaware. Love without a headline, floating through the air. When the day is ending, we won't close the blinds. Let the world stay softened, let it ease our minds. Open windows, open hearts, nothing left apart, just just the quiet comfort of a steady heart. Tender light on your face, falling from above, highlighting the softness that I've come to love. You look almost distant, lost in gentle thought. Everything around us feels like it was caught. Chairs across the room, standing still and near. Even dust is dancing in the atmosphere. I don't need a promise, I don't need a plan, just this tender lighting on your quiet hand. We don't chase tomorrow, we don't rearrange. There's a kind of comfort in what doesn't change. Tender light is fading slowly into blue. Every shade of evening still belongs to you. Stay here in this softness, let the hours bend. Nothing needs a story, nothing needs an end. Tender light on your face before the night begins, holding all the silence underneath our skin. Stillness like a whisper across the evening air. Every sound is softened, every thought laid bare. You sit close beside me, breathing slow and deep. All the world feels fragile, all the world asleep. Lights beyond the window, glowing quiet rose. Nothing here is breaking, nothing overflows. holding simple comfort through the coming night. We don't need the spotlight, we don't need applause. There's a gentle magic in the quiet pause. Stillness like a whisper moving through the room. Every tiny heartbeat finds its steady tune. When the night surrounds us, soft and deep and blue,